It's the Mexican...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence.
And this one has all... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Nobody home with that hook. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. Missing with that right hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Looking to land the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Big, deep breath.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Defense is not an option for these two. Perfect counter lands. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They exchange punches. Very close round with 10. Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford is dazed. In that last round. Well, we're entering desperate. There's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Catch and shoot. Nice job getting that punch through. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
A perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The right hook misses. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. And the big Mexican monster is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Let's talk about Benavidez. Back into the fray here in round 5. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
He threw a punch and just got countered. you both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. How about that time counter shot? I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. Let's start the sixth. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
David Benavidez might be ready to go. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That counter shot lands. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
With the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is the referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't...
Here we go, it's round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch. A perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A perfect counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might... Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter pulled that thought, and it's survival time for David Benavidez. And now they're right back into the fray.
Benavidez now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the right hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprises, we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Box.
You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. I need you to go back out there.
Let's go.